Hey everyone, welcome back to Reddit Rewinds. This one comes from a subscriber who sent us a story that starts out like a toxic relationship but spirals into something way more disturbing. I used to think I was just in a bad relationship. Toxic, controlling, the kind people warn you about. But now, I'm not even sure I was in a relationship at all. I don't know what to call it anymore. She was my girlfriend for almost 2 years. At first, she was everything I wasn't. Loud, funny, fearless. I'm quiet, careful, the kind of guy who double checks the door lock twice before bed. She pulled me out of my shell, made me feel seen, fell hard. The control started small. Text me when you get there. Don't keep your phone on at night. It's bad for you. Don't say that word. Just trust me. I laughed it off at first. Quirks. That's what I told myself. Just quirks. Protective. Maybe paranoid. Nothing serious. But then things shifted. One night, she showed me pictures from a friend's birthday party. I knew I was there. I remembered the condensation on my beer bottle, the way I stood half the night near the fridge because the living room was too crowded. I remembered people laughing, brushing past me. But when she scrolled through her phone, picture after picture, I wasn't in any of them. Not even blurry in the background. I chuckled nervously. Weird, I was right there. She tilted her head, gave me this faint little smile. Maybe you just think you were. No, I said, forcing a laugh. I was literally standing next to you. Her smile didn't change. If you say so. Stomach dropped. I tried to shake it off. Glitch. Bad angle. Coincidence. But a week later, it happened again. I texted her that I'd be home late from work. When I finally got back, she was cold, distant. You didn't tell me you'd be late, she said. Yes, I did. I pulled out my phone, scrolled to the message. Sent at 5:12 p.m. 2 check marks. Read, clear as day. She took her phone, pulled up our chat, and handed it to me. My message wasn't there. She stared at me, calm, almost amused. See, you didn't send anything. You only think you did. I wanted to scream. My hands were trembling. But instead, I just stood there. Wow. My heart raced in my chest. From that night on, she began asking me questions. Questions that sounded like nonsense, but cut deeper every time. Are you sure you're real? Why do you always feel like a placeholder? Do you remember things that didn't happen? At first, I thought she was joking, till she never laughed. Sometimes she whispered them like secrets. Other times, she tossed them out casually, same way you'd ask about the weather. Then came the night I made the mistake of looking through her phone. She was asleep, a faint glow of her screen lighting up the room. I knew it was wrong. I knew I shouldn't, but something in me needed to know. Her photos were organized into folders, tests, shadows, phases. Inside were pictures of me, dozens, sleeping, cooking, sitting on the balcony, but the angles were always off, like she'd deliberately taken them. So I looked wrong, blurred at the edges, half faded, less than solid, like I was just a background object, not a person. One video showed me talking, my lips moving, but there was no sound. It's just faint static and music that didn't belong. My skin went cold. Okay, I put the phone back carefully, my heart hammering in my throat. I didn't sleep at all that night. The next morning, I asked her. My voice was shaking. What are those pictures? She didn't deny it. She didn't even look surprised. She just said, you weren't supposed to see that. You're disrupting the process. That word haunted me. Process. She started talking more openly after that, about tests and phases, about how her work was classified, about how they were watching. Who? Asked once, desperate. She smiled faintly. If I tell you, you'll disappear. She said it so casually, like she was reminding me to take out the trash. I tried leaving once. Bag half packed, shoes barely on. My hands were shaking on the doorknob when she spoke behind me, soft but sharp. If you walk away, they'll know you broke characters. Is that what you want? I froze. She was calm, wrapped in a blanket on the couch, watching me like I was the one out of place. You can play along, or you can ruin the experiment. Either way, I'll be fine. You won't. I don't know why, but I put the bag down. After that, everything blurred. Dinner with my mom. Driving home afterward, she turned to me and said, "You know you weren't actually there, right? What are you talking about?" I ate the pasta. She shook her head, almost sad. "I ate alone with your mother. You weren't there, you imagine?" These things. Slammed the brakes, pulled the car to the side of the road, gripping the wheel until my knuckles turned white. "Hey, stop. Just stop." She leaned in close, whispered, "If I react wrong, they'll delete you." Started documenting everything, writing it down, keeping receipts, snapping photos of meals before eating them. I even counted the towels in the bathroom each morning, just to make sure they stayed the same. It sounds insane, I know. But when someone is erasing you piece by piece, you'll cling to anything solid. Finally, I snapped. I yelled at her, told her she was gaslighting me, breaking me down. I screamed until my throat burned. She just stood there, expressionless. Then she whispered, "You're not supposed to know." I grabbed her phone, code 2222, same folders, more photos, more videos, more of me that wasn't me. She didn't fight me. She just watched, like she'd been waiting. When I finally looked up, she said, "You've ruined it now. You're contaminating the study." That night, I left. Tired. I left on a friend's couch. Thought it was over. 2 weeks later, I saw her, middle of the day, in a store. She was standing by the exit, holding a bag, neutral expression, not angry, not happy, watching. I walked up before I could think. "Hey, hi, how are you?" "Fine." Small talk, but the air around us felt heavy, suffocating. Finally, I blurted, "I'm real. I don't care what you think. I'm real." She tilted her head, eyes steady. "You're still here? Kay, they haven't deleted you yet." My blood ran cold. That was the last time we spoke, but it didn't end. Now there are little things, lights flickering, messages on my phone that vanish before I can read them, screenshots that come out blank. A few nights ago, I found an envelope slipped under my door. No return address. Inside was a single photo, my kitchen, my phone on the table, taken from the angle where I always sit, only I wasn't in it. On the back, in messy handwriting, "Do not feed." I don't know if she left it, or if it's someone else now. I don't even know if this was ever about her at all, but I can't stop thinking about what she said. "You were never real." My take. This one hits different. It's not just gaslighting. It feels like something bigger, like he really was part of some kind of experiment. The scariest part is how normal she acted through it all. What do you think? Was this just manipulation taken to the extreme, or something not human at all? You want to hear the next creepy subscriber story? Make sure to hit like and subscribe. New episodes drop every single day here on Reddit Rewinds.